Good morning, y'all. I'm Tracy and welcome back to Just Dig It Farms. Today we're going to make a very famous Oxymel together called Fire Cider. Oxymels have been around for thousands of years. The Greek word oxymeli or oxymeli or oxymel, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, translates to acid and honey. And that's exactly what an oxymel is. It's an herbal infusion of honey and vinegar. And I always like to use apple cider vinegar with the mother because that also adds a whole nother level of medicinal benefits. Good bacteria for your gut, probiotic. There's loads of benefits from apple cider vinegar and from honey. So when you combine the benefits of the apple cider vinegar, the honey, the herb, and the foods that you're using to create the Oxymel, then you end up with a very wonderful and potent syrup or tonic that you can just eat by the spoonful, take it as medicine. You can make salad dressings out of it, marinades, add it to baked goods. You know, food is our medicine. So an Oxymel is a wonderful way to create something that tastes good and that also is good for your body and for your health. A very basic recipe for an Oxymel is 1 part honey, 1 part apple cider vinegar, and whatever herb or nutrient-dense food of your choice. You can get very creative and come up with all kinds of wonderful different recipes of an Oxymel. Last Monday on our live, I created a recipe on our live. We talked all about Oxymels. I did a rosemary lemon Oxymel that I plan to use as a salad dressing. So I did a cup of honey, a cup of apple cider vinegar. I did rosemary, lemon verbena, lemon balm, thyme, garlic, and I added some oregano to it. It is infusing right now for 2 to 4 weeks, and then I'll be able to strain that off and use it to create a delicious salad dressing. I have that recipe and my fire cider recipe that we're going to be making today over on our website, JUSTDIGITfarms.com. It's fall here in central Alabama and we're moving quickly into winter time. So I want to get a fire cider Oxymel made up today that we're going to be able to use throughout the winter to fight off colds and flus and sicknesses and sinus infections and all those things. Fire cider is a very potent, very spicy, tangy, sweet, potent medicine that really helps to boost your immune system and fight off all of those nasty sicknesses. So I want to get that into my apothecary, my medicine chest, before winter arrives. There's a few ingredients that we need to gather from the garden, and then we're going to head into the kitchen and make up a wonderful fire cider recipe together. You ready, Basie? You ready to go to the garden? You ready? all of the ingredients prepared and ready for my recipe for fire cider. Now, Rosemary Gladstar is an excellent herbalist. She's very well known. She's been practicing herbalism for many, many years. And in my opinion, she is the mother of herbs. She kind of coined fire cider, I would say. She's been using a fire cider recipe for 25 to 30 years, I think, and helping people with it. And there's so many different variations and different people doing fire cider. But I think she's kind of like one of the originals. Fire cider's been around for a really long time before Rosemary Gladstar, but she kind of made it famous. I've got her fire cider recipe book here. My sister-in-law Jules sent it to me, and it's got some excellent different variations of the fire cider recipe in here. So I've taken Rosemary Gladstar's basic fire cider recipe, and I've added some different things from that other people use as well. Rosalie de La Forêt has a good recipe in here. She's also another great herbalist. I've taken a few of the things that she uses in hers and added it to mine, along with a few other things I knew would really be good to help in fighting off colds and flus and sicknesses this winter. This is my personal fire cider recipe, and I'm going to have it up on our website by the time you see this video. So you can go to our website, JUSTDIGITfarms.com, go to the herb section, and there's a new recipe section there. So if you want my personal fire cider recipe, go to our website, JUSTDIGITfarms.com, and you can get the recipe there. I've got all of our ingredients prepped and ready to go, so now we're just gonna put together our fire cider Oxymel. One very important ingredient that I am missing here is horseradish. And horseradish is one of the main ingredients in almost every single fire cider recipe. It's really, really good for relieving that sinus pressure and for moving all of that out of your body, for digestive issues. Horseradish is a staple in making fire cider, and I couldn't find any. Jean went to a couple of stores for me. I went to a couple of stores, nobody had it. So I'm making my way up toward town this weekend for my mother's birthday, and I'm gonna stop at probably like a Whole Foods and I know they'll have horseradish. So I'll pick up one there, and then I'll just bring it back and add it to my recipe once I get it. I have a sterilized half-gallon mason jar here, and I'm just going to add the ingredients to this jar. That was onions, which is a very nutrient-dense food. It's packed full of antioxidants. It's antibacterial, great for heart health, digestion. Garlic, which is a natural antiseptic. It fights viruses and infections. It's great for the heart. It's almost like a natural antibiotic. Ginger is an immune builder, good for digestion and circulation. Cayenne peppers is really good for reducing blood pressure. It's great for pain, for digestion. This is oregano, which is an antioxidant. Helps with bacterial and viral infections and inflammation. I decided to add thyme, which also reduces inflammation, relieves coughing, respiratory health, boosts immune system and digestion. And of course, turmeric is great for inflammation, stomach issues, so many benefits to that. I've added black pepper, which helps to activate the curcumin that's in the turmeric. And we're adding lemon because lemon is just so good for you and so full of vitamin C. I also chose to add some elderberries, which is a great antioxidant and aids in fighting flus and colds. And then, of course, our main ingredient, which is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has a numerous amount of health benefits, really good for gut health. It's a great natural probiotic. So I've added 2 cups of apple cider vinegar here, and I'm going to add 2 cups of raw organic honey from our farm. And honey is packed full of so many great health benefits. I'm just adding equal parts honey and apple cider vinegar, just enough to make sure that all of my herbs and fruits and vegetables are completely submerged and covered. I'll put a lid on this, shake it up really good, keep it in my pantry
and let it infuse for at least 2 weeks. I like to leave mine for about 4 weeks. I'll go in and give it a shake every day. After 4 weeks, I'll strain off the liquid from the fruits and herbs and vegetables, and this will store in a cool, dark pantry for many months. It'll store longer in the refrigerator. So I'll have my Fire Cider liquid for us this winter time to help fight colds and flus and sicknesses. Thanks for joining me this week, y'all. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.